or which are the stocks that one should watch out for when you talk about BTST ideas?
So I'll go with two buy calls, and both of them are from the mid-cap arena. So the first one is on Amara Raja Energy and Mobility. It's a very interesting chart. The stock in the last couple of days has shown a very good volume pickup, good price action, swing breakout, which you've seen today. And assuming the stock closes above this 1045 to 50 odd mark, this could also confirm a swing breakout on the closing basis. So look out for targets in the range of 1085. Stop loss could be kept at 1020. And the second would be about Devyani International, an excellent chart over the short to medium term. The stock is nearing a break of its previous major highs above the 180 plus levels, as well as a swing of resistances. 200 moving average breakout also potentially very near for the stock. So would look out for targets in the range of 190, suggesting a buy with a stop loss at 167.
Right. Naresh, what about your strategies?
So first would be a bounce back trade on Colgate, which has seen a very large correction. Stop loss at 2500, target price of 2580. Second is a buy on About India, which has come close to making a new 52-week high. Stop loss at 29,900, target price of 31,000.
All right, so those are some of the BTST ideas coming in from our experts. Let me get closing comments from you, Sunil. Given the fact that we are going to go on a one-day break, I'm sure that all of them will be relieved given the fact that there is a one-day break, midweek holidays, who doesn't love it? But come Thursday, you wouldn't know what you have to face, given the fact that if you are shut shop for the weekend, when you come on Monday, you have a news piece that you have to react to. Right now, as we talk, markets have slipped to the day's lowest point. What's your take? What should we watch out for, given the fact that it's been a volatile February for all of us?
I think I don't think we should focus on domestic. All our eyes have to be abroad. I think what's developing from Trump's actions across the US, Russia, they voted against the UN resolution on Ukraine. It's a big surprise. So I think the uncertainty around Trump's actions and how far are these threats and how far these something he will follow through on, the market's going to keep guessing. And to the extent there is if any effect of that on India, either in terms of oil prices or tariffs or whatever, is going to affect our markets. So I think all of that is what I would keep my eyes open. I think domestic scenario is fine. I think April earnings numbers should come out good and recovery should happen. Domestic fundamentals have money, so they will buy good quality stocks when they see price correction. It's the international scenario that's still going to be heavy cloud weather over India. And so it's better to watch out those and the US data, of course. That's the key because interest rate cuts, dollar strength, and all of these are key aspects for FI investments into India.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Sunil, we'll let you go on that note. Good to have you on the show as always. We're going to, of course, wind up, for the day in just a short while from now. Tomorrow, of course, is the trading holiday on account of Mahashivratri. And then Thursday, you've got expiry. Kunal, what do we anticipate? Some more fireworks, some more weakness? Or do you think today's trend, which is that of at least the selling getting abated, is that going to persist and continue?
And the selling should continue for some more time because it doesn't look like that the data is indicating any kind of an unwinding. Had it been an unwinding kind of a move for the indices, even the last 2 days had the data indicated that the shorts are covering their positions on not just individual stocks which are going out of FNO, but for the overall market and especially for the indices, then we can anticipate a decent rally for the index. As of now, we are into that lull kind of a phase. The premiums have dropped down for the currencies, of course, because of the expiry effect, as well as going into the next series. I would expect the index to trade with a far lesser premium than what it has been in the last many months, and especially with the last 1.5 odd year of average. So that also indicates that short positions are still intact into the index futures. What matters now for the index is in terms of levels and the flows reversing. So the first, of course, is the FI flows. Once they start to reverse, we may see a positive effect building onto our markets. And the second, the most important part is the important technical levels. For example, 22,800 mark, that becomes a major resistance point for the index. So if we scale past about those levels, say start of the March series, that's where I would expect a major short covering to come into play.
Good, 300 points away. Let's see, fingers crossed on that one. But Kunal, Naresh, we'll let you guys go on that note as well. It's a goodbye from Cheryl and me, and I'm going to hand it over to Ashesha to walk us through the closing trades this afternoon.
Well, yes, soft day for Indian markets after the solid fall that we have seen in yesterday's trading session. Nifty ending near that 22,530 odd mark, 0.1% lower on the index level. Nifty Bank closing near that 48,600 odd mark. So a slight bit of sluggishness over here as well, 80 points lower. In terms of individual sectors, Nifty Metal Index was the biggest underperformer in today's trading session, down 1.5%. We had a whole host of metal stocks which were under pressure today. The likes of NALCO, National Aluminium, which was down 4.5%. We had Hindalco, Vedanta, Jindal Stainless, all of them declining anywhere between 2.5 to 4% in today's trade. Hindalco for you on your screens at 624, down 2.5%. Real estate stocks were also under pressure today. Nifty Realty Index was down nearly 1.5%. A whole host of stocks from this sector under pressure. Oberoi Realty, for instance, was down 2.5%. We had DLF and Mahindra Lifespaces, Oberoi Realty up there for you on your screens, 2.7% lower. DLF down 2.5%, and Mahindra Lifespaces was also falling in trade today, down nearly 2.5%. On the gaining side, though, we had a whole host of auto stocks which were gaining in trade today. M&M, remember the sharp fall that we've seen over the last few days. Today it did recover for the second day in a row. Nifty Auto down up 0.3%. M&M was up 2%. We had Ashok Leyland, Maruti Suzuki and Bosch, which were also gaining in trade today. From the FMCG pack, we had a whole host of stocks. Colgate, for instance, was under pressure. It was down 2%. Nestle and GCPL were some of the other movers. Colgate there, up 2%. So a whole host of FMCG stocks were also gaining. Nestle, of course, on the back of that price hike announcement that came through, was gaining in trade today. In terms of individual movers, Bharti Airtel was up 2% on the back of Goldman Sachs report, where they are maintaining their buy. 1780 is the target price that they had given. So on the back of this report, Bharti Airtel 1642 is where it is ending the day. We had Zomato on the back of that Bernstein report that came in, very positive report, where they maintain their outperform stance on the top with a target price of 310. They believe Blinkit's expansion plans are very aggressive. Their outlook for the company continues to remain very strong. Zomato, it did give up from the highest point of the day, but despite that, 1.3% higher for the day. Ireda, on the back of their fundraising plans, was up 1%. Nestle, on the back of price hikes announcement, was also gaining in trade today. But all in all, muted day on for Indian markets after the carnage that we saw yesterday. Nifty ending near that 22,550 odd mark.